What are you making?
Are you tired of eating same old Nigerian chin? Let us switch it up. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Today I'm gonna show you how to make beetroot chin. Yes, you heard me, beetroot chin. As you can see, beetroot chin is not only nutritious, it is also colorful. So I'm going to start with the flour. I'm using 5 cups of all-purpose flour. Then I'm going to sift it because I like to sift my flour. When I'm done, I'm going to add a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of baking powder. Then I'm going to grate in a teaspoon of nutmeg. In order to enhance the flavor of the beetroot, I'm going to be adding a teaspoon of ground ginger. Without this ingredient, your chin will not taste so good. Add half a cup of powdered milk, half a cup of brown sugar, and mix to combine. Feel free to use white sugar, but I prefer the flavor that comes from the brown sugar. When I'm done, I'm gonna add half a cup of butter. You can use margarine if that's what you have. That is even the traditional ingredient. Then I'm gonna mix it in until it looks like sand or breadcrumbs. I'm gonna set it aside when I'm done. So let us talk about the beetroots. I have noticed that they mostly come in these two sizes, big or small. I'm gonna be using the big one, but if you want to use the small one, you're gonna need more than one. To process the beetroot, you have to peel it first, then cut it into small sizes, or you could even grate it if you want, then blend it. If this is your first time on my channel or you are a returning viewer and you are not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel by clicking on the subscribe button and on the notification bell so that you can get an alert whenever I post a video. Like and share the video. Thank you and God bless you. This is what happens when you forget to put a wet cloth or paper towel under your board. The cutting board will keep moving if you don't do that. When I'm done cutting it into small sizes, I'm gonna transfer it into a blender and use very little water to blend it. I'm gonna be adding a little water at a time until I get a very fine puree, and I'm gonna tell you the quantity of water I used. If I could blend it without adding any water, I would have done it. So I'm just adding water in order for the blender to be able to blend it. Finally, it is blending smoothly, so I only used 100 ml of water. This is what your puree should look like. Back to the dry ingredients, I'm gonna make a well in the middle, then pour in the puree. Quick note, for the puree, you're gonna need about 1¼ cup of beetroot puree. Mix everything to combine. Let me use this opportunity to send out a very special shout out to all those that have subscribed. You guys are the best. I love you. Thank you and God bless you. One good thing about making chin is that you can add wet or dry ingredients as needed. If it is too soft, you can add a little bit of flour. If it is too hard or not coming together, you can add a little bit of water or wet ingredients. So in this case, I just added a little bit of water to rinse the cup so that I can get the remaining puree from the cup. Try to combine it until you get one uniform color. Once the color is uniform, I'm gonna cover it with a plastic wrap and set it aside to rest for at least 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, the dough should be well rested. It is time to make chin. First, place a wet paper towel under your cutting board. You're gonna need a rolling pin, a cutter or a knife, and flour for dusting. Dust your board with flour, before placing the dough on it. That is how you cut chin chin. If not, the dough is gonna stick to the board. I like to cut my dough into manageable size so that it will be very easy for me to cut it. I am gonna roll it out until the dough is very thin and flat. Whenever I roll out my dough, I like to flip it to the other side. This ensures that the dough will not stick to the board after cutting it. Once the dough is flat, I'm gonna cut it into little squares, which is the Nigerian traditional classic chin chin style. You cut the dough horizontally and vertically. This will automatically create the little squares. For more information on how to cut chin chin, I have a full video on 4 ways to cut it. I also have other chin chin recipes like banana, coconut, sweet potato, and the Nigerian traditional chin chin recipe. I'm gonna leave the links in the description box. You can watch them later if you are interested. I'm gonna show you another way of cutting beetroot chin chin dough so that it does not stick to the board. You can use flour to dust the board, or you can use oil to oil the board. There's just gonna be a slight difference between both of them, but they work the same way. So instead of using flour, you're gonna use oil the board and oil your rolling pin, then roll it out. It is not gonna stick. An advantage of using vegetable oil is that the dough does not lose its color. The color remains the same. Unlike using flour, the color becomes duller because you are using flour and the flour reduces the color of the dough. You can try both of them and see which one works for you. So I'm just gonna cut it the way I cut the previous one. If you want to know more about beetroot and the health benefits, watch the video to the end because I'm gonna talk more about it towards the end of the video. All done. As you can see, one is more vibrant than the other. The vibrant one is the oil version. Heat up your oil over medium heat. You can check if it is ready with a skewer, or you can drop a piece of the dough. When it sizzles, you know it is hot. When you drop them into the oil, stir it so that they don't clump together. And throughout frying it, I'm gonna keep stirring it at intervals so that they cook evenly and not burn at the bottom. Interesting thing about beetroot chin chin is that it starts with a very dark purple color, and by the time you are done frying it, it's gonna look more like a shade of orange. Let me show you how the before and the after look like. Can you see the difference? Generally, it should be ready between 15 to 20 minutes depending on the amount of heat you're using. And because it is a colored chin chin, it is difficult to tell by just looking at it. Like most of you already know, if you wait for the chin chin to be very crunchy before you remove it from the oil, that means your chin chin will be burnt. So remove your chin chin on time, and when the chin chin begins to cool, it becomes crunchy. Spread the chin chin out and let it cool. While it is cooling down, I'm gonna fry the rest. So in case you didn't see it properly the first time when I showed you, let me show you again the amount of color lost due to frying. So in case you're wondering why you should make beetroot chin chin, what is wrong with the traditional chin chin? What is so special about beetroot? Let me tell you, my friends, beetroot is a very nutritious vegetable. It is high in a lot of wonderful nutrients. It is rich in vitamins, minerals such as potassium, iron, also fiber, nitrates, and antioxidants. And what does that mean? It means that it is good for your blood pressure. It lowers your blood pressure because it increases the flow of blood. And also, if you love to exercise or you are an athlete, it improves the flow of oxygen to the muscle, which helps with stamina. It is very good for your brain. It helps with your digestive system. It supports your liver and reduces inflammation. And another wonderful thing about beetroot is that it can be eaten raw, which is also delicious, and can be cooked. So, what is better than adding a very nutrient dense vegetable to a very popular, beloved snack during Christmas period, special occasion, or for a snack throughout the year? So now that you know how to make beetroot chin chin and all the health benefits, why don't you give this recipe a try? I promise you, you're gonna enjoy it because it is very delicious and of course healthy for you. So thank you guys for watching. Till I see you next time. Stay safe, stay blessed. I love you. Bye.